Have you ever got home from work and just zoned out? Like drop your bag, loosen your collar, sit down, but not really sit, just plump on the edge of the couch with zero plans? Maybe you scroll Instagram or binge something you have already seen, and then suddenly it is 10:15 p.m. and then you realize your dinner is cold, your to-do list is untouched, and then you feel that quiet, heavy disappointment like you have missed a meeting with yourself. That was me every single day, grinding back through back-to-back Zoom calls, deadline flying by, brain just running on fumes, and then crashing on the couch, phone in the hand and scrolling mindlessly. I would tell myself that I will start that book, learn a new skill or do something meaningful, but the hours slept away and I was giving my time to the endless algorithm. So I built a system that didn't rely on willpower or motivation because those, as you know, always fade away. Instead, I created a guardrail, a rhythm to follow, even on the worst days. So here's the deal. I'll share the exact 5 things I do now to stop wasting my evenings and actually get shit done. These aren't fake hacks, they are practical steps that rewire my nights and can help you too. Let's start with the first thing I changed and why it makes all the difference. For a long time, I believed that being tired meant I had to lie down, scroll through my phone or binge something on Netflix. That was my default. I thought rest meant just zoning out. But here's what I learned. Not all tired is the same, and more importantly, not all rest is the same either. There were days when my body felt exhausted, my legs ached, my shoulders were stiff, and all I wanted was just to lie still. And then there were days when I hadn't moved much at all, but my brain was completely drained. I couldn't think clearly, I couldn't focus, and everything felt mentally very heavy. There are 2 kinds of resets. When your brain is tired, your body needs to move. And when your body is tired, your mind needs to slow down. So if I was mentally wiped, I'd just go on a short walk. No headphones, no phones, no music, just quiet walk in the nature. And if I was physically tired, I would just slow down, play some lo-fi, sit still, breathe deep, and maybe journal or hum something soft. Here's the thing. Physical activity helps clear mental fatigue, and mental stillness helps heal physical exhaustion. They balance each other out. There's actually science behind it too. Studies show that light movement can boost your energy and improve your mood even when you're tired. This small shift in how I handled my tiredness became a habit. I started calling it my power up, the way I reset before the evening starts. It helped me mark the boundaries between my work and rest of my life. And more than anything, it reminded me that reset isn't about numbing out. It's about choosing the kind of recovery your body or your mind actually needs. Powering up helped me feel better, but feeling better doesn't always mean working better, especially if you're working against your own wiring. Which brings us to our next point. For years, I did something that in the hindsight makes no sense. I tried to become a night owl. I would watch all these videos romanticizing 2 a.m. grind sessions, founders coding till the sunrise, and writers drafting their best work under the desk lamp. And I thought maybe that's what success looks like. So I would sit there with a cup of coffee at 9 p.m., laptop open, trying to force deep work. But my brain was already halfway into sleep mode. I wasn't doing creative work, I was just fighting myself. And eventually, I had to admit the truth. I'm a morning person. I have always been. By 8:30 p.m., my thinking slows down. So instead of resetting, I adjusted. Now anything that requires focus, like writing, researching, or planning, I do it early in the morning. And after 9 p.m., I switch to low effort work like reading, light admin work, and organizing ideas for tomorrow. Actually, it's not just the personal preference. There is actually science behind it. Chronotype research shows that we all have internal clocks that govern when we are naturally most alert. A 2015 study by Facer and Childs found that when people align their schedule with their chronotype, they perform much better and they feel less drained. So this is not about waking up at 5 a.m. or staying up till 2. It's about noticing when your brain is on and giving it the right kind of work at the right time. I stopped fighting my biology because now I believe that syncing your routine with your energy gives you a head start. But what do you do with that energy? That's what actually moves the needle. And for that, let's take a quick trip to a zoo. Weird, I know, but stay with me. Let me tell you about the giraffe rabbit hole. One night, I sat down to write a short script, just like 300 words or so. Nothing fancy. I told myself, let me check just one reference video, just for tone. That one video led to another, something about how fast a cheetah runs, and then a clip about top 10 animals that looks like they shouldn't exist, and then a full 13-minute debate on whether giraffe can swim or not. They can't, by the way. But that night, I went on a full animal discovery marathon, and I came out with exact 0 words written. So I made a rule for myself to to focus on just one core task. Now, every evening, I set aside a 90-minute window and I pick just one core goal, just one. No checklist, no 5 little errands, just one meaningful task I can feel proud of finishing. Sometimes I use this Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes on and 5 minutes off. Sometimes I just start a timer and go. But the rule is the same. No bouncing between tabs, no checking DMs real quick, no second screen. And phone goes on do not disturb mode in another room and I work straight. And to make it easier to drop in, I stack a few habits that tell my brain it's time. I call it my evening startup sequence. I power up, like I explained earlier. I brew up a cup of tea, I light a candle, I open my laptop and I just start. That rhythm becomes muscle memory. And now when I sit down, I don't waste time deciding. I just begin. But let me be honest with you. Some nights, everything just unravels. Maybe my son had a rough day and needs extra bedtime hugs. What do I do on those days? On the days when a headache sneaks in, or maybe I simply just don't have the spark to do anything productive, I give myself a lifeline. I allow myself 2 unproductive days each week, but never 2 in a row. That's it. That's the rule. It gives me grace, but also clear boundaries. Because if I tell myself it's fine to take a break, every night turns into an exception. And before I know it, I'm doom scrolling at 10:45 p.m., trapped in a cycle I don't want. But when I say you get 2 free classes but not back to back, it becomes a system I can actually stick to. Well, I'm not just making it up. A study by Kuas in 2018 showed that a scheduled rest leads to higher long-term motivation. And as I always say, I'm not chasing perfection, I'm chasing consistency. And this last one might be the most overlooked. I used to bring my phone to the bed, refreshing emails, checking comments, scrolling Twitter and whatnot. Sometimes I would just lie there in the dark, the screen glowing inches from my face, heart racing from someone else's new alert or notification. That's not resting, that's mental chaos. So now every night I just power down. No screen after 10 p.m. I lower the lights, do a light activity like stretching, reading, or just light music. Sometimes I just write down one win from the day, just a small note to end the day on a positive note. And you know what? I fall asleep faster, I sleep deeper, and I wake up with clear without fog. Sleep is not bonus, it's fuel. Treating it with respect changed my days more than I ever. I didn't reinvent myself overnight. I didn't wake up one day with a perfect discipline and monk-like focus. What I did was I got tired of trading my dreams for dopamine. So I started small and changed my evenings. If that is something you want to, and if you are done watching the day slip by and want to start taking back your time, tag along. I'll be sharing everything that helped me make the shift. Because I didn't lose my life all at once. I lost one evening at a time. And because I stopped doing that, I'm now retired at 41. Your evenings might be the last free hours you have to build the life you want. Don't waste it. Please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to click on this exciting video I released last week. Your finance friend Sushant, signing off.